When it comes to LeBron James Lakers, the constant narrative shifting, goalpost moving just gets downright tiring. And one thing we're all subjected to is this overall notion the Lakers are a finals contender and a West finals contender.
Ooh, we can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. And somebody go, if we stay healthy, Lakers stay healthy, somebody gonna catch hell beating us 4 times in 7 games.
And when they eventually lose, who's gonna get blamed for their failures? Well, I know one guy who isn't, and that's LeBron James. As with every LeBron James team, when they inevitably fail, it's the GM's fault, the role player's fault, his co-star's fault, or even the coach's fault. And looking at LA's latest loss, the body language from LeBron James, the lack of leadership, I mean, it's on full display like it's 2019.
These fools literally just ignore Ham. He's just sitting there, not even writing anything. Look at, they're sick. LeBron, it's just full writing. Yeah, all right.
The NBA media at this point really does have no shame. As just last week, one of the headlines I saw was, how far can LeBron James carry the Lakers? I mean, of course LeBron James being 39 years old, he's not carrying anything. But even worse, what is that ignoring? Anthony Davis and his team's insane depth. If you gave Steph Curry this roster, Anthony Davis a top 10 player, a defensive menace, Austin Reeves, D'Lo, Rui, that great depth and shooting, the Lakers at worst would be a top 6 seed. And speaking of Steph Curry, his far inferior Warriors team this year is 3-1 versus the Lakers and just won the season series. Now, what do you think the media blames for Golden State smacking LA 3 times in 4 games?
One thing that worries me about the Warriors for them in terms of what their future might look like, and maybe in that do or die play-in game if it happens, is we look at that Boston-Milwaukee game last night, right? 2 free throws for the entire game and none for Boston.
Yeah.
Well, the Warriors are a team that depends on their free throws, right?
Yeah.
These people are so out of touch, so delusional, in the upside-down, bizarre world. They'll tell you the Warriors, not the Lakers, benefit from a friendly whistle. The Lakers the past 2 years in free throw advantage are plus 1,017. If you look at second place, third, and fourth place, that being the Knicks, Bucks, and Magic, their overall differential combined still comes up short of the Lakers. And take a wild guess, where do you think Golden State falls on the free throw differential rank? Well, dead last at 30th, minus 650. And once again, looking at that Golden State vs. Lakers season series, here's the differential in free throws every single game. First game, 21-24 in LA's favor. Second game, 15-18, again LA's favor. Third game, 43-16, LA's favor. And the last game, 21-14, again LA's favor. In total, Lakers have taken 28 more free throws than the Warriors in their matchups. And looking at those games, the 4 games, which game do you think LA won out of those 4? Of course, the game where they took a whopping 43 free throws. Once again, proving the Lakers, if they get free throws, they're a great team. If they don't, they're kind of average, a mid-team in the West, not a great team. But if they get those free throws, just unstoppable. And I'm sure you guys noticed the lady pushing this lie was of course Rachel Nichols, who at ESPN, one of the founding fathers of the media. And to just destroy her point, looking at LA's free throw attempts on the season, they rank 3rd. Fouls called in favor of, also 3rd. Fouls called against, the fewest in the league. Now Golden State, virtually the exact opposite. 27th in free throws attempted, 25th in fouls called in favor of, and 22nd in fouls called against. This right here from Rachel Nichols is the ultimate form of projection. But when it comes to ESPN, Fox Sports, the media, projection is one of their greatest art forms. And one more narrative I do want to tackle is who's more viable to their team, LeBron James or Steph Curry. And looking at the Lakers first off, by far their best player and their MVP, not LeBron James, but Anthony Davis. If AD is not playing, it's virtually guaranteed the Lakers have no shot, aren't going to win. If LeBron's not playing, yes, they will struggle here and there, but their chances of winning are still pretty high. Golden State minus Steph Curry this year, they're 2-5. And without Steph, their offense goes from being a little bit above average to just lottery team levels. And one of the biggest factors in this is Steph Curry's off-ball movement. And comparing LeBron versus Steph in terms of off-ball movement, it's not even close. Steph 24/7, running through screens, around picks, side to side, corner to corner, he never stops moving. LeBron James on offense without the ball is almost a statue, hands on his knees, hands on his hips, waiting and resting to get back on defense. And one of Steph's best traits is, of course, being unselfish and giving up the ball. As this year, he could have averaged 30 points per game pretty easily, and still, he's around 26. With Steph having the ball this year compared to last year, his touches, time with the ball, is drastically down. And looking at their last 10 games, which Golden State is 8-2 in, Steph's touches per game, 70.4. That ranks 42nd behind Josh Hart. Front court touches, 28.1, ranks 97th below KCP. And looking at seconds per touch, 4.58 seconds, ranks 29th behind Russell Westbrook. There's not many star players, if any star players, who can average 26-27 points with the ball not being in their hands as much as Steph. And again, if you want to talk MVP, the most valuable, Steph's mere presence on the court elevates all of his teammates. And speaking of teammates, when it comes to Draymond Green, he's done everything in his power to sabotage the Warriors' season. And still with Draymond self-destructing, missing around 25 games, Golden State's overall record less than a game back of the Lakers. Isn't it hilarious how ESPN Fox Sports, though asked the question, is LeBron carrying LA? But for Steph, playing alongside Wiggins, who's averaging 13 points per game, a shell of himself, Draymond Green, a lunatic, Klay Thompson, who's hit or miss, they'll never say Steph Curry is carrying Golden State. If LeBron had Steph's roster as supporting cast, it'd be a non-stop 24/7, 7 days a week. This is LeBron's worst ever team, and his supporting cast is abysmal. But because it's Steph, the media is crickets. And if you want to talk leadership skills, being adaptable, the better player to play with, Steph undoubtedly far superior than LeBron James. As looking at the GM, if he's not trying to trade you, he's on a podcast with someone dissing you and blaming you for his team losing to the Golden State Warriors. Look at these comments. The problem with our guys in our league, they're not comfortable being uncomfortable. And what he's talking about is guarding Steph Curry. Now, what I'm told 24/7 is LeBron James at age 39. He's still in his prime like a 25-year-old. If that's the case, LeBron James, why don't you go guard Steph Curry, sacrifice your scoring, your touches, to play actual defense? Something you haven't done in nearly a decade. If you want to get comfortable being uncomfortable, start playing some defense and quit blaming your teammates. But here's the deal. Steph on the Warriors will do anything for his team to succeed. Less touches, he'll do that. Learn how to play defense, he'll do that. Average 32 points a game, carry your team, did that in 2021. Whatever the Golden State Warriors need, Steve Kerr needs, that benefits the team, Steph will do that. LeBron James, maybe in Miami he did that, but in Cleveland, especially Los Angeles, he's playing the LeBron James system. And in the simplest terms, what that is, I'm going to get my 25 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, I'm going to hog the ball, on defense, play free safety, probably guard their worst offensive player, and then half the time on offense, if I don't have the ball, hands on my knees in the corner, resting for the next offensive possession. If like we're told LeBron James is just some basketball savant IQ off the charts, stop blaming your teammates for not guarding Steph Curry and not being comfortable with being uncomfortable. If that's the case, start playing defense, because it's pretty apparent that's uncomfortable for you. So that right there is my final point. And again, when it comes to the media, the treatment of Steph Curry versus LeBron James couldn't be more different. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.